And hello, Orlando. I'm
Hey,
Kaz.
hi, Kaz. How you doing?
Good. I
And
hope we
this
got
is
that
late.
right. Why
And
are we
this is late
laughing?
night right. And
Yeah.
this is late night right.
We were praying for, there were about 5 or 6 different elements I have to do. Boom, 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 boom. You know, so there we
Yep.
go. I have it
And
played.
we made it.
Oh, yeah, I heard it. I had to hit the button twice.
Hmm.
At first, it didn't play, and I'm going, shit.
Uh-oh.
Then I hit it again. Remember, with this software and with other software too, you got to hit it twice.
Okay, I'll remember that for next weekend.
That's why I said it out loud. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
While
we're
it's in your mind.
recording. Yep, we're
Yep, yep.
good.
And tonight, we are talking about building a story and all the fun things you have to figure out before you start putting it all together.
Where do you start?
Well,
Hmm.
depends. Depends.
Yeah, it really
You can
does,
start
doesn't it?
if you have a character in your head and you need this character to get onto the paper and build a story around the character, then we have to start with the character elements first,
Okay,
right?
keep going.
And we have a piece of paper for that.
A
That
piece of
can
paper.
yeah, that Kaz is going to bring up for us.
Me? Okay.
Yes,
Which one do you
please.
want? If I get this
The
right, you do it.
yeah, the Excel.
Okay. Give me a sec.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those things that's
Uh,
hmm,
Did you see that then?
nope, it's not up.
This is where we had this problem before. Give me a sec. Everybody, I have to click on it. Share it. There we go.
There we go. Alrighty. That's great.
No, really, yeah.
Right. So here what we're looking for is the depth of your character. How rich your character is going to be in the long run. How many layers, because you don't want them to be just one-dimensional or two-dimensional. You want him or her to have a lot of different layers. Different situations means different personality traits come out, right?
Absolutely. I'm big
You
on
know.
traits. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So we haven't obviously we have to have their name, and
Mm-hmm.
preferably that's a first and a last name. Sex and age, uh, the racial ethnicity, but you also need their birthplace because I mean you could be Irish, but if you were born in Brooklyn, you're gonna have a different accent.
Mm.
You're gonna have different things that you have learned through your life than say if you were Irish and you grew up in you know
That's
Ireland,
right.
and then after you were adult came to wherever the situation is happening.
And how it affects the action that they create. Yeah.
Well, that's right. I mean, they would have a completely different.
Reaction.
Well, they would have a completely different outlook on
Yeah.
life and the situation at
And
hand.
you have to choose that where
And
they
that's right.
come.
Totally, totally.
Yep.
And then, of course, they have to have an occupation.
Education,
Yeah,
occupation.
and their nature,
Hmm.
which means, are they easy to get along with? Are they difficult? Or are they, so smart that they have to be always saying what they need to say?
Yep.
That kind of thing.
That's right.
That's their nature, but their demeanor is the face they show the public, right? So they might be super intelligent, but maybe they don't show that in public, right? So that they don't, I don't know, maybe they like being an underdog, so they don't want to show their talents.
Bit like, what about what's his name? Columbia?
Columbo?
Columbo, that's it. Yeah. His
Exactly.
demeanour, that's a very good example, I think.
That's right. That's right.
Mm. His
Because I
demeanour
mean,
was, he underplayed himself. He's intelligent or
that's right.
smart or,
And
yeah.
his nature is inquisitive. He was always asking questions. Always.
That's right.
Hmm. But excellent example. I don't think you have to move it up much.
Oh,
Okay.
I
Okay.
can't see it behind the camera.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay, that's
I'll
okay.
leave it.
That's okay. I'll let
Yeah.
you know when. How's that?
All right. Good idea. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we have the character's role in the story. Now, the whole point is you're going to be doing one of these for all of your characters. Right? So if you have an ensemble piece, you've got 3, 5, 7 people that we're going to be seeing regularly. We have to know, the writer has to know all these different things about all of these characters because that helps you to build how they're going to react to things.
Mm.
And
Right.
it becomes more automatic the more you know about them. I mean, this isn't stuff you write in the script. All these details it's stuff for the writer to understand who their character is and how they come at things.
Mm.
Right?
That's right. Yes.
Okay, and so your hidden agenda. What does the character want for themselves that they're not telling anybody else? Okay, and then you've got competitions, and this is where a lot of times your antagonist and protagonist are in competition, and a lot of times they're more similar than they would like to admit. Right?
Yeah. Good
Be-
point.
a-
Yes.
and that's what makes them enemies is because they're too much like each other. They you know they hate each other, or they grudgingly respect each other, but they still have to challenge each other because each is waiting for the other to slip up so they can do one up on them, right?
Could you find that in both in the protag and the antag?
Mm-hmm. There's
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. A lot of times they'll come from the same space.
I find that interesting.
A
Yeah,
lot of
me
time,
too.
well, because that way it makes it sometimes harder to, or actually it makes it easier to fool the viewing audience on who actually is the good guy or the bad guy. It keeps
Yes,
people guessing
yeah, no.
who's going to win in the end, right?
That's right. I admire those kind of stories.
They're always fun. They're
I
always fun
yeah.
because they could even just be a simple drama, but they keep you on the edge of your seat
Yes, that's right.
just
And
as
you
much
could,
as
yeah.
just as much as a thriller would, right?
I was going to say you could be rooting for both of them, either way. And then
Yeah.
somebody does something. That's how you're advancing a story as well. And
Yes,
you're
at different
building.
points. At different points, yeah.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
right. Yeah.
And at different
Yeah,
points, maybe some people are helping this one, and
yeah, I know.
because of something the other one did, they decide, well, geez, maybe we should be helping him. Uh, you know,
Yeah, I like this.
because that's how people are, right? You learn
Yeah.
something new, you adjust your way of thinking,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Okay, and
Excuse
are
me.
there any conspiracies involved with this character? Like,
Conspiracies.
are they mixed up in a conspiracy, or do they have a specific conspiracy theory that they believe, and that's how they come at life? Right? There's that kind of either way. Anything that might involve a conspiracy. I mean, if you're a spy, you're going to be part of the conspiracy, right?
Yes.
So that would be that would be the category where you list what type of conspiracy.
I love spy shows. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I really do. Clever. Some of them,
Okay.
well, most of them, but not all. Yeah.
Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go. Just you can leave the page where it is now, because I'll be starting on the left and doing the first two columns at the same time, and then we'll go over to the right column. So
Yeah,
next we have your situational hope or fear. Like what's right in the situation right now, and what what do you hope for? What do you fear happens? You know, your best and worst scenario. That's what that is in any given situation.
Yep.
And it'll be one of those traits that others will either come to depend on or
Yes.
know you're going to fail at that. Okay, and then the character's biggest secret or secrets.
Yeah.
Now, I guess if you're a spy, that would be your secret. You're a spy. You know,
Yes. Yeah.
just by default, right? But
Yeah.
there
All
could
the
be.
things that go with that. Yeah.
That's right, but there could be more to it than just them being a spy. They could be a counter spy.
Yeah. Like elevating.
Well, no, that
So,
means they're playing both sides.
yeah, but it's still making it more interesting.
Oh,
That's what I mean.
certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Depending on the character and the situations. It might, being a counter, you know, a double
And
spy, just might muddy the waters.
and there it is. Yeah, the situational.
Yeah, but not if it muddies the story.
Of course.
That's one of those things that has to be, it has to be played right, or it just makes a
Mm,
jumble. It just makes a mixed up jumble, and there's no clean through line
exactly.
that you can count on. Okay,
Absolutely.
let's see. What do we have now? We have the characters want. What do they want? You know, we've both done that, and we've done that with many of our
Oh,
characters. What do they
absolutely.
want?
Yeah.
What do
That's
they
a
say?
big one.
What are they always telling everybody? I want this. I want this. I want this.
That's
Right?
right. It's a goal. Yes.
Um,
You
but the
want
problem is,
something.
the next one is what does the characters need?
Yeah.
What do they really need for
To get
them?
what you want. Yes.
Mm, getting what you want isn't necessarily what you need.
But a lot of the times it does. Excuse me, I lost my voice.
Um,
If you think about it, because you know how we do that
okay,
think
okay.
tank think. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll do an
Like,
example. We'll do an example here.
all right.
What if a character wants to be an Olympic athlete, Olympic high jumper, say?
Yep. He's got to
Then the
exercise.
then the need then the need is
There's no voice.
for them to train,
That's exactly. Yes.
right? Because
Yes.
sorry, you're never gonna win. You're never gonna win in the Olympics if you
Yeah.
don't train and train hard.
Yeah. Maybe stop smoking. You need to stop
Plus,
smoking to,
pl-
to improve your
plus,
times.
plus, you have to have the body structure to do it.
Excellent.
You do
Yes.
not find you don't find short high jumpers.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're only 5 foot tall, it's very likely high jumping is not going to be your thing.
That's right. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you can't do long jump, right? Or
And that
shot put,
means,
or shot
yeah.
put, or archery. Or there's all kinds of things you could be. It all depends on what the individual sport is that
And
you
you
want to be a part of.
have to think about that as you construct your story.
Well, exactly right. Because I mean, that's one of the things I find very difficult to believe in a lot of these superhero movies. Um, that a 5'2" woman with really skinny arms is going to beat the crap out of, you know, four great big guys.
I know.
It
I
just ain't
can't
going to
buy
happen.
that.
I mean, I'm almost 6 foot tall, and I'm not going to be able to do it. Even in my prime, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Yeah.
Just simply because I know my body limits.
Of course. Yes.
And they and this is what obvious maybe a character needs to learn something like that. If you
Exactly.
know what I mean?
Yep.
With the want and the need. So maybe
That's
the
how.
need is to be realistic in in that particular case.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. And then you have the character's deception. What are they deceiving people about? Or what is the deception they learned that makes them not see things clearly? They're seeing it through a certain colored lens. The
Yeah.
deception goes more than one way, right?
Yep.
So that's always a fun one to think on
Yeah.
because it literally could be anything and everything. All right, and then we have negative emotion. What is a thing that a character does that mm, puts a dark cloud over things? At least that's the way I see it.
Okay.
Like everybody's ready to go and do this thing, and oh yeah, 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 let's go, and then you'll have the same somebody saying, oh, what about this, right?
Yeah.
Being the downer, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in what situations would a person be negative emotion? Like, is it always something they're afraid of? Or something they don't know how to do, so their fear of failing? Could be something along that lines, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, the character's wound. Well, in a love story, it would be a broken heart. Being ditched, that would be a wounding. Being betrayed by somebody when you're 5, that would be a wound. They're not meaning physically cut here or broken bones. This is their, this
Yeah.
is about their character, not about their physical body.
That's true.
Right. Alrighty. So now we have the public mask. How do they always? How do they appear to people at all the time? How do they show? I'm getting some fuzzy background.
Are you?
Yeah. It might just be on my side. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not hearing anything.
Oh,
Keep
that's
going.
good. That's good. That's good then.
Apart from my car, I've lost my voice.
You
So,
hear that? Yeah.
I know. It
Yeah.
went
Okay.
bang.
Okay. So the public mask is well, heck. Think of the movie The Mask,
Yeah, explain that.
right? I mean, he literally puts on a mask, and that's what the public sees.
Yeah,
How
not
you act,
physical, but
how you act in public is the public mask.
yeah.
How you choose. Hey, makeup. a public mask, doing your hair, clothing, anything is something that wish the
Excuse
people
me.
you wish other people to see. Okay, does your character have a secret identity? Think about Twilight. You got, you know, werewolves and you got vampires.
Ah,
Those are
yeah.
to anybody else that wasn't in that town, they wouldn't know these things. That's a secret identity,
Thinking,
right?
talking about vampires. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Damon.
That would be a secret identity. Being a spy would be a secret identity.
Mm, yeah.
Being a superhero.
Uh,
Superman, right?
yeah.
Literally.
That's right. I'm thinking Superman. Yeah.
Yep. And then we've got what's the character's paradox?
Ah, I love Paradox. Yes.
Yeah. But that would be the thing. They're always doing. Everybody knows them to do things a certain way, except this one thing they do completely opposite.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Or there could be a number of things that they do that are paradoxical.
Paradox. I'm trying to think of something. All I can think of is Doctor Who. Paradox. Whatever.
Yeah,
And I can't think of an example either. So go ahead.
being a paradox.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
Um,
Come on.
I'm thinking Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf. Yes.
Teen Wolf,
Hmm.
because he's a werewolf,
Yeah.
but he doesn't go chase after other people and bite people. So that's a paradox to being a vampire or to being a werewolf.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Which of course made it a huge,
Goes,
huge comedy, which was just awesome.
yeah. It goes against the expected from a
Yes,
werewolf.
yeah, like not the norm, but what's expected of you.
Yes.
Or of a
Yeah.
specific. I mean, like
Yes.
it would be paradoxical for let's say a horse jockey,
Yeah.
a race jockey. It would be a paradox for him to refuse to ride,
Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
right? Or to be
No.
pretend he's allergic to horses.
Pretend.
That would be a paradox, right?
Yes. That's right. Yeah. A doctor who's allergic to blood. Not
Yeah.
allergic. Yeah.
Or how about a
Uh,
vampire that's allergic to?
faint.
How about a
Like
vampire
in.
that's allergic
Yeah.
to blood?
That's right. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I could.
so
I could write that. Yeah.
yeah, that could actually be fun.
Yeah. Like that one. So
uh
somebody out there, write that one for me to watch.
Yeah, I
Thank
want to
you.
see that. That would be funny.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it? What is special about this character?
About the
You know,
paradox. What's
nope.
special?
This is after paradox.
Oh, after
Yep.
weaknesses.
No, I'm going to this middle column. I'm going back and
Oh,
forth.
I don't know. I don't know where you are. I got.
Stop.
I got.
Right after. No. Scroll it back up a bit. Okay, stop. Okay, you had the character's
Done.
paradox. Move
Got it.
right. Just move right to the next column from the
Oh,
paradox.
over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see because my camera's in front of it.
Next one up. Okay, what is special about this character?
Ah,
Everybody
okay.
has that one thing that they're really really good at, no matter
Yeah.
what the situation is.
Mhm. Yeah. What's special about this character?
Yes, this individual character. That's one of those things that becomes a trait that everybody can depend on, whether it's good or bad.
Mm.
you know?
Yeah. And
right?
forgivable when they make a mistake.
Um,
Maybe. I
well,
don't know.
no, because the special part about the character means they don't make a mistake with that specific type of thing.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. And then back to the first column, we have weaknesses.
Aha. I can see that screen. Part of that.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, because it's on the side, it's not in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. My eyes are going that way instead of, yeah.
hmm
Hi, camera.
And your weaknesses could be anything.
This is
It
where
could.
you get to play with a
Well,
lot of different wings. Yeah.
well, yeah, because I mean, it could be a physical weakness,
Mm-hmm.
could be a mental
Emotional.
weakness, it could be a a fear of just about anything that is going to make you weak in a particular situation where everybody might need you to be strong.
Mm. Yes.
Fear in itself is a weakness,
That's true.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we go to the right in the middle column. What are the character's dreams and aspirations? Well, I think everybody knows what that means.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of explains itself, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it does.
I have
And
a lot myself, actually.
yeah,
Mine is
well,
travel
don't we all?
and no money. Yeah.
Alrighty. So we're back to the left column, and it's triggers. Well,
Mm.
everybody knows what that means.
Yeah.
Anything that gets you pissed off is a trigger.
Mm.
And then we're
Example?
yeah. Then we're one down. Uh,
Okay.
stress tells coping mechanisms. That's that the eye twitch. You when you get irate, your eye starts twitching.
Mm.
All that kind of stuff. Or you start
Mm.
when you're nervous, you start thrumming on the desk. That would be that kind of thing.
That's right.
You know,
Yes. This is
or
work.
or
Sorry.
basic or the person that gets all stressed and gets up and goes and starts baking. You know,
Mm. Yeah.
or interrupts and to
Mm.
go get a cup of coffee. Anything to break
Yes.
the
Yeah.
thing that they're supposed to be that they're being hit with. And it's almost always an idea, of course.
Mm. Maybe this also could relate to the traits or something like that. I don't know. I'm
Not
not quite
really.
sure about that.
Not really.
Yeah.
No, because
Yep.
not unless it's literally it happens all the time whether they're stressed or not.
Yeah, I can make an argument for both sides, I
Well,
think.
true, true. But I mean, if you're
Mm.
going to make a well-rounded character,
Mm.
you don't want
Yeah.
the trait to be a trait
True.
because then it
Good
would be
point.
happening all the time and it wouldn't be special.
I like that.
You
Yes.
wouldn't notice it because
Yeah.
well, why are they all of a sudden,
Yeah.
you know,
If it's your main character, especially.
yeah, well,
I,
exactly. And if they
yeah.
keep looking away anytime you want to have
Mm.
serious talk, they keep looking away. You're a spy.
Right.
You keep looking away. That would be one of those things. They're under
Evade.
stress. They're looking away, right?
Evades. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, I
Okay.
like that. Good.
And
Good point.
yeah, and then to the middle column we have what are the character values? What's important to this character? Regardless of whether it happens in the movie or not. That's beside the point. What is it in them that they will never break? Are they
Good
loyal?
one.
Are they loyal? Are they to a fault? They'll do anything for loyalty,
Hmm.
or it could be they could value exercise 100%, keeping
Yeah.
in shape no matter what's going on around them. They have to do their workout.
Mm.
That would
Yes.
be one. That would be another one. Looking at it from a different direction.
Hmm.
You know, but it's the values. It's the thing that holds the character together
Mm.
when everything else is falling apart.
Yes. Hmm.
You know, I
Yeah.
friendships could be the thing.
Yeah.
Anything, anything
Mm.
really that keeps you grounded in reality
Mm.
when proverbial shit hits the fan.
Mm. Yeah.
All right, and then down here, what is the character's motivation? What motivates them as an individual? But you might also want to tag on what motivates them to help or not help
Hmm.
the protagonist or the antagonist.
Yes.
That might actually be more telling on your
Mm.
character and how they look at things.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, if you can scroll up a wee bit. Oh, that's the end of it. Okay, that's good. Okay, middle row here we have the world view. How do they see? Oops, you have to scroll back up again. There, good.
All right. I can see it now. Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you. Your world view. And it's funny, that might be a hard one to answer.
I was thinking the same. A worldview of what? You
Because a
need
lot of
more descriptions, I
Well,
suppose.
because a lot of people don't have a world view because they live in their own. This is my little world here, and this is where I live, and this is what I deal with.
Yes.
So, does that mean your own little world? What your worldview is, or does
It,
that mean the whole wide world
I think.
view?
Oh God, I hate myself right this minute. I can't hit the button to hide myself.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I know I
Until
can't.
until until you get that mic fixed, eh?
Oh well. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So that's the worldview thing. Now you have the life metaphor. What
go for
what
it.
what is what is the metaphor of this character's life that they have lived so far? Like in your head as you're building this character. You know,
Metaphor.
it's one of those things. He
Shows it.
was. You know, he was as
Show.
loyal. He was as loyal as a dog
Yes.
would be a
Uh,
metaphor.
yeah. And how kind of. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Her
And,
kindness, her kindness knows no bounds.
true. Yes.
That would be, what would somebody say about a character? That would give
Loyal.
you a snapshot of what you think that character is. That's basically what a metaphor is.
No, I don't know. You'd be saying something but showing something different. That isn't that what a metaphor is often?
Mm, no, a metaphor is usually a little story or a little snapshot of
Yeah.
something that reminds you of that same situation or that same person.
Trying to think about an example from
Well,
some
and it,
show. Who did that?
but the thing is,
Oh,
that's the point. These things
no,
are not in the script. These are
well, it's
things.
not. No, that's
These are
true.
things for the writer to understand about their characters so they know how to properly write them to their full depth.
Yeah.
This is what it would the purpose of this is for.
The writer needs to know the character, in other words.
That's right.
and you write it whichever way you
Like
want.
in the writer's mind,
Yeah,
when
that's right. Yeah.
when you type this person's name, this character's name, what do you think of what do you think that character is?
Yeah.
That's literally what it comes down to. You know, he could be as brave as the day is
Yeah.
long.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and
I,
that is,
that, yeah.
and that's going to come up when they're writing in the way they talk and in their daily day-to-day actions,
That's right.
right? Or
That's
when
it.
push comes to shove, this is their baseline.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We all need a baseline and characters that we create, because that's what we're doing.
That's right. Exactly. We all, every person in the world has one,
Yeah.
and
We,
that's
we
the
live our
cool.
own lives that way too.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly, and that's the cool thing. And I mean, if you live your life the way you think you really are, then people
Mm.
are going to see you that way,
Yes, that's right.
and just automatically assume that is who you are.
Mm. And how good is your mask as well, like what we talked about before?
Well, that's exactly right. Are you?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if somebody is acting and wearing a mask, they're not going to be able to. That's going to show sooner or later. That's going to show,
Hmm.
right? Because
Yeah.
nobody is that good of an actor with everybody they know, right?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of real life actually, so
Well, that is
yeah,
real life because people do not act the same with
yeah,
different people.
yeah, I know.
They act
Yeah.
they a lot of people adjust according to who it is they're talking to. They'll even
Oh,
adjust the way they
I
speak.
love the human mind.
Yes, it's very very capable of doing
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay, so now this character, what are their own rules and strategies? They're
rules.
rules for life. What they'll put up with, what they won't,
Mhm.
right? And the
Mhm.
strategies are how do they make sure,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
How do they make sure that the rules remain the rules?
Yeah.
Okay, and justifications.
Yeah.
How do they justify things? Or alternately, justify why this character needs to be in the script. I can see it both ways.
I can too. Yeah.
You know, if I can't tell myself why this person fits in this story and needs to be in there,
Yeah.
then I'm just gonna rip up that bio and say bye bye.
Here. Yep.
Yep, yep. That being said, we go back over to the left column and we get into the character traits. It just says
Right.
traits, but it means your character's
I,
traits.
I find this
This is most
most
entertaining.
important
It's the most
and,
entertaining of all of them.
and important to me. I can't do anything
Mm-hmm.
without my traits. Yeah.
Well, yes, because I mean, you have to know who your
Mm.
person is. What are their?
Yeah.
I mean, are they an angry person all the time? Now, is that a
Yeah.
good or a bad trait?
Yeah.
Depends on the situation, right?
That's right. Three
You
good
know.
traits, one bad trait. That's all you need.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
And every character, and a lot of those traits are going to depend on where they were born,
Hmm.
what their background, their nationality background is, because it would be how they're taught
Mm.
in the first place, and that helps to inform their traits that they're going to live through for their whole life, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and their schooling and stuff like this. Everything they run into and learn all through their life is going to really solidify the traits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, really, I mean, your protagonist should have three good traits and one that's not. But your antagonist should have three bad traits
Mm.
and one that's not bad.
Yeah.
Because there has to be something endearing about your antagonist
Opposites. Yeah.
to make you actually
Mm.
wonder or care whether they can actually be redeemed
Mm.
in the end, right?
Yes.
But the same goes for the good guy, for your
Yes.
protagonist.
Mm.
Nobody is perfect.
Mm.
Just you know,
Yeah.
just nobody is perfect. Literally, is what it comes down to.
Not even
Everybody.
me.
Hey, not me either.
Just-
You know,
I'm kidding. Yeah, I
a
am.
lot of times I'm just too
perfectly
impatient.
not.
Even
Yeah.
I'm too impatient even with myself sometimes.
I see the world as weird. Well, I'm eccentric and quirky, so
Oh, I see me as weird.
as weird, yeah.
The world's gonna do whatever it does, whether I'm here or not. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
But I might as well have fun while I'm here. That's the way I look at it.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, and now we have character flaws, and that's a little bit different
Mm.
than traits, but not really. It's blended in with it's part of your traits, but this is a specific thing that is a flaw.
Mm.
Like, I mean, it could be
Yeah.
being too gullible. It could be, um, I don't know, just having a nasty personality with certain other personalities,
Yeah.
right? It could be, what they think a good party is. It could be deadly to other people, you know?
I like that. Yeah.
Or
Kill,
what they think
kill,
is a
kill,
good party could be boring as heck,
Yeah.
right? And then your subtext trait,
Subtext. So
whi-
important.
which is
Yeah.
always an interesting one to figure out.
I
Because
love subtext.
it's not always self-evident.
Mm.
It quite often needs to be built in
Yeah.
by the writer.
Mm.
And that could be just about anything.
Mm.
I mean, literally just about anything.
Yeah.
I mean, could be a completely, totally stand-up guy until,
Until.
or except when. That's when this flaw comes out.
Mm.
The subtext trait.
Subtext is so important.
That's
It
right.
makes a story, a movie, whatever,
It's
so much
the-
more interesting. And without it, I think you've got
it's
an
the,
ordinary story.
That's right. But it's the what you see without being told.
Mm.
Your
Yeah.
actions speak louder than words. This is
Mm.
one of those
Mhm.
places that the body language is
Yeah.
more likely to take over on the subtext part,
Mm.
more so than an actual, what would you call it? Not an actual physical spoken uh, set of rules or laws or whatever.
No,
There's
it depends on what's happening.
this is the kind of thing that happens under the surface.
That's
So I
right.
mean, it's not spoken words.
Mm. Or it can be spoken, but meaning the opposite. or doing the opposite.
Well, except that it's a trait,
Yeah.
specific trait. It's not straight subtext. Subtext is
True.
exactly what
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said. But when
Yeah.
you're talking about a trait, um,
True. I never, yeah.
on an
Okay.
individual, on an individual subtext trait.
Okay, subtext traits is, I forgot the word trait, but you're right. Um, hmm, how can
Because that
we
makes that
say
makes it,
that?
yeah, because that makes it more, because it could be
Trait.
even, because it could even be one of these things that the person is not aware that they're doing.
Could be that,
You know,
but I
because
don't
it's
know.
because we are talking about one character here
Can
on
you think of,
with this paper, with this
yeah,
one individual character. What is an underlying thing?
think of a story, think of a character in a story, where, as an example. I am trying and I'm failing.
Um,
Who does it? Probably British. They do it a lot.
okay. How about in A League of Their Own? There's one of the characters on that in that movie. It's an ensemble, of course,
Mm.
because it's a baseball movie.
Oh, I love that movie. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah. Yeah.
Hanks and
Yeah. Yeah. And Gina
I
Davis. Yeah.
think, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah. My
Madonna
my
was in
mom
there.
my mom could have been the player from Saskatchewan.
Yeah, yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
I
But
like
anyway,
it.
there was the one character there in that show that no matter what, music is in her life. It just is. She writes the theme song for their team
Mm-hmm.
just because she can.
Because it
She
can.
didn't say, she didn't ask, nothing. She just
Mm.
did. That's a
Yeah,
subtext thing. That's above and beyond, above and
mm.
beyond what the situation was, what it called for, what they were there for.
I like those characters. Yes,
Yeah, they were all really unique characters
they really are.
in that script.
And that's part of the trait.
Yeah,
Very good one. Pulled that one out
yeah.
of the out of
Okay,
your sleeves.
throw us right back up to the top there, and slide it over, and we'll do the second two columns. That's good. Alrighty. So
That's
at the
better for
top,
me.
okay, perfect. We have the character log line. What is the story of your character? In 28 words or less. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say.
28, 25? What is it? Can't remember.
Well, no, I'm being generous. I'm giving them 28.
Oh, I see. That's why you laugh. Oh, I
That's
get
right.
it.
Because
Uh,
hey, if it's a log line, you keep it
mm,
short. You keep it sweet. What?
yes.
Who is your character?
Mm,
Not what they're gonna do. Who are they before they come into the story? That's what you got to know. We have to know what, you know, who they are, what they want in their life, and how they're going to do it. How do they plan to do it? That's what we need.
every time we start talking about character log lines, I think of Gary Suchet.
Oh
Remember?
yes. Oh, Gary was
And
awesome.
he
I got.
used to, he'd hit us with, give me a log line, give me a log line. I don't know about the rest, just give me a log line, give me a log line.
Oh
Go.
no, he
And
used
he
to
said,
ask.
go. And around the table, go.
No, you know what he wanted. You know what he wanted from us. He wanted tag. He wanted the tagline,
Oh, well, he probably changed his stuff, yeah.
and then he
But
wanted
he,
the log line.
yeah, true. Yeah, come to think of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a while
that was
ago.
that was when
Long
I came
time.
up with it. Archie didn't plan on becoming immortal today,
Mm.
but he did.
Yeah, I remember.
And that was the tagline. That's it. I mean, that's the poster. That's the quip that's
That's
on
when
the
I
poster.
learned what kind of a log line not to write. But he was brilliant, yeah.
Oh yeah, but I mean, yeah, but he lived Hollywood movies like his whole life. Are you still there, Kaz? No, I guess not. Okay, I'm gonna move on down then. Okay, what part of the character is to be changed? Now, this could be anything from physical to ideas to how
Carry
he looks at
on.
things. Okay, no, you froze, so I had to carry on. Yeah,
I
we're
could
in
type it, but I couldn't.
we're in the
Can you
part
hear me now? Yeah.
we're in the part of the character to be changed, and usually that is ends up being a concept. How they think about something, how they look at something, um, how they judge something. Almost always has to do with uh, personality clashes, ideas, and and how would what in this character needs to be awakened and to see something from a different direction. Alrighty, and then okay, over here on the right we have a fun one. This is past events that shaped the character life. So they give you lots of space for that in this part. So basically, the writer needs to think about the actual character's past. What did they do in their past? You know, what shaped them at home when they were little kids? What did they learn or what did they excel at or fail at in school? Um, what about interactions with other kids, with other family members, with people, the population at large? Um, getting a puppy, losing and a pup and a dog dying. Those are two big ones for most kids. um, but then there's also going into learning how to ride a bike, all that kind of stuff. But that isn't something you necessarily have to be in here unless something memorable happens to your character because of riding the bike. If it's not, if they fall down, scrape their knee, that's the same as every other kid has ever done, learning how to ride a bike. So it's not something unique. This is wanting unique, right?
Yeah.
So did they excel at something? Were they notable for something? Were they badly notable for something? Like Dennis the Menace, you know?
Ah, yeah.
Right?
Good
Right? I mean,
example. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
even though he wasn't necessarily that bad of a kid, uh, he was just too damn curious for his own sake. But these are the kind of things that are in here. And okay, say you finished high school 2 years before everybody else of your age. Okay, that's memorable,
That's memorable.
right?
Yes.
Did
Yes.
you know, all kinds of things. What are these are the life-changing things that made this character who they are today.
Like little Sheldon. Sheldon in, what do you call it? Big Bang?
Oh, okay. The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah, when you said finish early, school early,
Oh yeah.
I watched the little Sheldon, which is when he's younger, and it shows how weirdly wonderful he is, and why
Hey.
he ended up what he is.
Well, yeah,
Like,
and Doogie
that was
Howser was
good.
Doogie Howser was the same way when it came to medical.
Mm. Yeah, I loved
Yeah.
it. I didn't think I'd like it, but I really, really did. Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, let us move on. Okay, part of the character to be changed. Okay, what is the character's greatest fear? Now, we kind of sort of covered that before.
Hmm?
So, I don't know if that's, it could be writing a bit more about it, maybe.
Mm, yeah.
Maybe what caused it or something.
Yeah. I'm flexible on everything as I create and build.
Okay, and here's the completion of arc. In other words, once this story is done, what is this character going to be?
Hmm.
From where they started to where they finish over here.
Mm, yeah.
What has changed?
Mm, need to know.
Right.
Have it. Mm,
Well, yes, you do. You need to know what your character arc is in order to write the character.
yeah.
Okay, what does the
So,
character value least in themselves?
mm,
What does
yeah.
the character? Well, and that can be anything. That could be height, hair,
Mm,
uh, not good with numbers, not good with science, not good with
yeah. Yeah.
you know,
That's
never
right.
never learned to swim, uh, whatever.
Yeah. Mm,
But they live
yeah.
in Australia, but never learned to swim.
Well, yeah. It's illegal not to swim here. They teach
That's
you for
right. That's what
free
made it come to
in
mind.
school. In school, yeah. You've
That's right.
got to
Okay,
get
and what?
get in the bloody water and
Yeah.
swim.
And what is a character's moral issue?
Moral issue.
That's right. What is one thing they won't cross the line on because it's against their
Mm,
morals?
right. Red
That's what that
line.
is. Okay. And how is the character unpredictable?
Ah.
That's a unique one.
Ah.
That's
That's an
interesting
yes.
because I mean
Absolutely. Yes.
that could be anything.
Mm,
That could be anything really.
yeah. Mm,
I mean that would have been Teen Wolf by itself right there. Teen Wolf, him
yeah.
himself. How's
That's
he
true.
unpredictable? He's a werewolf and he doesn't go after people.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh, that's right. And that's one of your ups and downs, I suppose, when you
Well,
see it
that's right.
for the first time,
But it was
especially.
also unpredictable when he would switch.
Mm, mm, yeah.
Right. Okay. How is the character empathic? You know, in what kind of way do they show that they care about other people?
Show kindness to someone in a bad state or situation.
Um,
Stops and talks, and it shows that empathy, like saying, "Oh, yeah, I understand." Hasn't a shows an understanding that you why you're in that situation, or
no, I don't think that's what they mean here. Although I understand exactly where you're coming from.
yeah,
That's, but I think what
uh-huh,
they're looking for here, in this particular place, is what type of situations are they empathetic in,
yeah, well, yeah, your situational, yeah,
right? And
yeah,
and and what type of empathy is required? Because you can see that somebody is having an issue,
oh, yeah,
but is it better to tell them to get off their butt,
well, that's
or is it better to say, "Oh, I'll protect you, I'll save you."
empathy is to have. You can relate. You can relate to somebody because the opposite of that, I suppose, would be to totally ignore it and not even see it. In another character.
True. That's one version of empathy.
And
Another version.
sympathy is different to empathy.
That's right. And what you were saying was
Mm,
sympathy
yeah, that's
before.
right.
That was
Exactly.
sympathy. That's not empathy.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
So yes. So
But
you've got to be able to
empathy.
show it in for the camera too. You know,
Um.
the writer has to envision this sort of thing.
Well, and the
It's
thing that
subtle.
I think the thing of it is one of those things that is definitely more subtle, and I think that's
Exactly.
why we don't see it in a
Mm.
lot of
Mm.
the
Yeah.
newer scripts.
Yeah,
coming
oh,
out of the
yeah.
States is because they,
Very little.
um,
No, some
well,
did.
hell, heck, even Canada and everywhere else, the there's not a heck of a lot of empathy in the younger people.
There's nothing hidden. There's no
Hmm.
subtext either there,
Well,
I suppose.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly, and that's
yeah.
a lot of the time where that empathy comes from. Is
Yeah.
it's underneath. I mean, you can see that somebody is having a problem, but even though you see it, you know it. There's nothing you can do about it.
We
They
ride
have to they
naturally.
have to do it for themselves, but you can be
Yeah.
aware that it's there without going crazy and stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
And throwing things all overblown, unless of course it's a comedy. If it's a
Oh,
comedy, you got to do your thing. It all depends on what
American
type of show it is.
comedy or British comedy.
Well,
Two different things too. So,
yeah, or a Canadian slapstick comedy. Yeah,
and that's right, an
exactly.
Aussie. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's the thing. I suppose we're talking away a little bit on the
but on a
topic.
but even on a say a British comedy, I mean, they might actually do say something, but they say it with such a dry humor
That's right.
that it that
Understate everything. Yeah.
exactly, exactly, and sometimes that's all the character that is the object of the empathy
Yeah. Yeah. What
needs
makes it?
to what straighten up, you know, or
That's,
get up and change it. Then if you don't like the way it
mm,
is, then change it.
yeah. Yeah.
And only the
Exactly.
individual can do that for themselves.
Mm, mm, that's right.
Okay, now we have the character's relationship status. And now, are they married? Are they dating? Uh, Single? Are they? Um, well, that's about the only thing you got, right?
Yeah.
Married, dating, or single
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
everybody.
You
You
just
know,
state that. That's easy. Yeah.
that one's easy enough. Okay, characters' skills or talents. Now, that would be beyond their traits. Being a carpenter isn't a trait, that is what you do,
No,
right?
not a
So a lot
trait.
of it comes down to what your occupation is or what you like to do as hobbies. What you do on the side, what you wish would be maybe a money maker, your side gig, stuff like that. That's where
Yeah.
that's where that belongs.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is what is the character's living arrangements? And that's totally going to depend on your story,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
On how it goes.
It's a
And
setting.
there we go. Hobbies is the next one. Okay. And phrases or taglines associated with the character. Well, didn't we just do that over on the other side there? The metaphor? Didn't
Ah.
that goes right along that goes right along with
Ah.
the metaphor.
It really does, doesn't
Yes,
it?
it does.
Yeah.
But
Yes. I see
here,
that.
I mean, here there would be as many as you want to, if you can think of any other than the metaphor. I mean, you could copy that in there too, and just have it be the same.
Yeah.
If that's all you're gonna have, because having more than one
Mm-hmm.
qualifier could make it more interesting, depending on what shows up in what situations.
I read that that came up on X,
Okay.
with a question and all of these kind of people debating that point exactly,
Okay.
And I
Cool.
thought, oh, that's interesting, yeah. And they couldn't agree on anything,
No. No.
as typically,
That's
what
that's
humans
that's
are,
typically the way of it.
I
That's
like that,
typically
yeah, yeah. I kind
well,
of
yeah,
chuckled
and
about it, yeah.
that opens up everybody to new ideas.
Yes, and
And
that's
that's
why I
the
like that.
beauty
Yeah.
that's the beauty of discussion.
I was about to say the same thing. Yeah,
And
That's
now,
true.
now I have a question here that is one
Mm.
I've not heard anywhere else. What does your character do when alone?
That's a good question. I like that.
That is a really good question.
Have you thought of any?
Now, because if they have hobbies, it, good bet they're doing hobbies when they're alone. But
Ah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they could be come home, grab food, and go park in front of a video game. They
Or
could,
do jigsaw puzzles.
or they could come home and mope around and be depressed. It all depends on the character. No, no, it
Um,
depends on the character.
but his do, you got what does a character do when
Yeah,
alone?
sit around and
So,
mope.
okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
if you're depressed, you're gonna sit around and mope.
He's a moper. Well,
Oh.
I don't want to watch him. I'm going to turn him off. So, yeah,
Well, yeah, that
he's
might,
boring.
that might be your main protagonist.
Well, that's part of his arc. How about he starts as a moper, and
And
all these things, events happen until he's happy.
or he
That's
maybe
simply put,
maybe
but.
but maybe that's his negative trait. Maybe that's his
It
one
could
negative
be.
trait
Yes, that'd
until
be good.
until something else or somebody phones or whatever, and then it's like, whoo, okay, let's go.
And now I'm interested.
The other traits take, this doesn't have to happen all the time,
Mm, yeah,
but
yeah,
it's an interesting way of looking
yeah,
through
yeah.
the eyes of the actual character.
And moping is also thinking while he mopes. He's a moper, moped. It's Italian. Vespa.
Well, usually,
Sorry,
usually,
carry
usually
on.
the problem with depression is you think too much, and it just keeps going around. The same thing just keeps going around and around and around. You don't let anything new in to break
Yeah,
that
that's,
cycle, and people get
yeah,
addicted to being that way,
yeah.
and
That's
then they're
maybe where your
afraid,
midpoint comes in.
right? And then they're afraid to jump out of that.
Oh, this could be a major movie. And
Yeah,
I went
we
from
got
I
we
don't
got
want to watch
already.
it, and now I want to make it. Yeah, I want
Pardon
to
me.
play with this character. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, now here's another one. What is the character's lie?
Is what? Alone?
Lie. What do they
Lies?
li- What lie? What do they lie
That's
about?
that's a good one. I like that.
What do they pretend? What do they pretend
He's a pretender.
isn't
He's not
happening?
a
What are they
rescuer.
lying to themselves about?
Self lie. Yeah,
I
doesn't
think
know
that's what it
himself.
means.
Yeah, fear, fear of himself, and blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. Um,
Well, I think it could mean that they're lying to themselves that the girl over
confidence.
the girl in apartment C there really doesn't like you,
Yeah,
but they're
yeah,
pretending they do. They're pretending
yeah,
that they're
yeah.
really into them.
So they
Uh,
can get through life. So they can accept themselves in a way, but they know that everybody knows when they're lying. Okay, so that when you got a character who does lie, he knows he's lying. If it's
no,
verbal and to somebody, but
no,
if it
no,
lies
no,
to
no, no, no.
himself,
I
that's a
don't think so.
different kettle of fish.
When he lies to himself, when people lie to themselves, I think a lot of times they don't realize it.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, because the way you were
I was
going there, it's like,
doing the
yeah, yeah,
both
yeah.
cases. Yeah,
Yep. Gotcha.
yeah,
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
I just wanted to point that out. That a lie can be two different things. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. If you don't want to see that situation as it really is, you will
Yeah.
make up, people
Yeah.
are very good at making up reasons for why that isn't the case,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
right?
Yeah.
A lot of people,
It's
everybody
always
does that to one degree or another.
absolutely. We've been given that ability.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Well, part of it is a coping mechanism.
It is. Yeah.
And gee, that's one of those ones that should be up there in the coping mechanism
I
thing.
like. Yeah, I like it.
Now
There's
that I
so
stop
many
and think
more.
about it,
Mm.
and I think part of that, I think part of even just doing a list like this on an individual character,
I know. I never really thought it was. Yeah.
this
Uh,
makes you go back and think about that.
well, yeah.
You know, this
Hmm.
over here could be that, but
Character,
there might also be
trade.
more, right? Stuff like
Hmm.
that.
Yeah. This could make
Hmm.
a whole movie about that,
That's
along with
right.
the moping
Yep.
guy.
Okay, now on to the right-hand side there, you have your family background.
Um,
And it's giving you just as much room
where is that?
on the
Oh,
far right-hand column.
all right.
The double line there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hold it. Where are you?
I'm
Scroll
on
up.
my right hand side. There's just
The
family
right-hand side of the
background.
paper, right there. Stop.
This one?
Yep, family
Uh
background.
huh.
You know, this is where, hey, you know, your dad was a boxer. You know, your
Yeah.
mom was a nurse. Stuff like this.
And you said you're never going to be like them.
Eh, or your grandparents lived with you. Stuff like this, or you lived with your grandparents,
Mm.
or an aunt or an uncle or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, not the family tree, but the people in your family that you associated with
Mm.
on a regular basis. You know,
Mm.
the crazy cousin you always wanted to come down for July 4th because you'd do anything with fireworks.
I like that. I
You
love
know?
the crazy cousin, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
National Lampoon
Well, there
Christmas.
you go.
There it is, the crazy cousin. He
There,
comes in the
yeah.
truck,
No,
yeah, blows everything up,
that was
yeah.
the crazy uncle.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So over here on the column, next column in, we have your good habits and the bad habits. And you gotta have both because not everybody has all good habits,
Yeah,
and nobody has all bad habits.
yeah, light and dark, yeah.
And there's a lot of gray.
This is where you can balance
That's right.
the characters, how it shades the movie itself, yeah.
That's right.
The
That's right.
story, yeah.
Yeah, and those good habits, are they gonna show up all the time?
Mm.
Like, you know, same with the bad habits.
Yeah.
If you know this bad habit's always going to come out when this situation happens,
Mm.
you know what you can count on.
Mm.
The other characters will should be able to learn to know what they can count on with this
Mm-hmm.
person, which is going to happen. What good traits are going to come out in what situations, what bad traits are going to come out in what
Mm.
situations.
Mm.
And that's just your characters getting to know each other, and we're going to assume a lot of times you're talking characters who have known each other for a long time, so they should already know.
Yeah, you know all my bad habits.
Yeah, you know mine, but then
Yeah,
we also
we
know each
have good
other's good
habits.
habits, and well,
Yeah.
needless to say, we have lots of fun. So there
Yeah.
ain't so much for bad habits.
So we just balance it all out and we go, yeah, we're cool, we're good. We've never
uh,
had an argument, by the way, but
no,
never,
never.
never.
I think we're just two people who just have a lot of fun writing,
Yes. Yeah.
building
That
stories,
good
writing,
ideas.
and just
Yeah.
life in general is a good thing. You
Yeah,
know?
and I think that when we might do this kind of like what if and serious stuff and answer questions, then all of a sudden something will light up in one of us, and then we both are on the flash bulbs in the brain
Yes.
is just going, and it's like, and then we got a movie, right? And it takes about what 5 minutes for the
Well,
10 minutes,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
half an hour.
Having a rough story is
Yeah,
in
it
no
is.
time.
And we started with ideas, right? How to build a story,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how we do it. So
Yep.
it's nothing really planned, but we talk about the stuff.
Yes.
Not necessarily with all this stuff. What we do is talk about anything, about the world, what's happening, wars, no wars, and blah blah blah, and oh, this really happened. I can't believe it. And
And
then it
then
comes in
after,
a
and then
what if.
after, and then after 3 hours of us just chatting and goofing around, all of a
Yeah,
sudden, when we're just about ready to end, all of a sudden, bang! There goes the
bang.
ideas, and
It's
we're
like
off. We're off for another 2 hours because
I
we've hit,
know.
because
And
we've
then we
hit the,
get serious about our work, yeah.
because
And
we've
we're
hit the
into it.
trail.
Boom,
Yes, we've
yeah.
hit the trail.
Nothing can stop
We
us.
caught the scent. We're going.
I know. I love it. Yeah.
It
That
is.
is
It's
what
awesome.
really counts. Yes,
And
it is.
the thing is, I can do that on my own, writing a script.
Mm,
Just
yeah,
like you could do it on your own.
that's right.
You did your own
Yeah.
scripts too, your own
We all
stories as well.
we
And
do. Yeah.
but it's so much more fun doing it with a co-writer.
You get to
it
say
just
that.
it just
Yeah.
really is.
We have
You
more
know,
fun. Yeah.
because
And
I
it goes
knew
faster. We get to the point. All of
oh
them
much quicker.
put the oh,
Much quicker. Yep.
it's like, yeah.
And
Yeah, I know.
the thing is, it isn't a necessary that we had any idea what point we
Mm,
planned to get to.
I know.
That's the beauty of it.
I know. That's
Is
incredible.
exactly that,
Mm,
right?
yep. Yeah.
Because it is what it is. But anyway, when it comes to this kind of character breakdown
Mm,
on your characters, this will really set it in mind
mm.
for
Makes you
your
think
for the
about the
character.
whole.
And I mean,
So,
I have seen other writers have used this kind of listing, and they've gone online and they've gotten a picture of the
mm,
actor or actress that they think would suit this part,
mm,
the physical look, the physical
yeah,
look of the character,
mm,
which gives them a visual. They're starting with a visual of your
yeah.
character.
A
Now you're
visual.
seeing your character in your mind's eye,
That's right.
right? And I mean that's a boost all by itself,
Yeah.
right?
That's right, mate.
And hey, you have 3 or 4, 5 main characters. Do it with all of them.
Mm,
And I mean, and you could do it also with lesser characters that you're only
yeah.
going to see sometimes, but
Mm,
you could do it. You don't have to do it to the same extent,
mm,
but you might have a deeper, richer secondary set of characters that way.
mm.
And that's the kind of thing that jumps a movie from mediocre to, hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if it's already a pretty good, this is going to be, I like this. It's
Like,
so
yeah.
rich. It's because the
Yeah.
whole thing has to be rich,
I know. Yeah. And
right?
if it does, and you know it when it's not. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, exactly. The viewer can tell. The viewer can
Yeah.
tell. So I
That's
mean,
right.
ideally, you
Mm,
want actors to come in that really want to play those parts, like really
yeah.
get those parts and understand those parts.
Yeah.
The part that they're going to be in is like, well, even if it is, hey, yeah, I lived that.
Mm. Yeah. Relate to.
So
That's what
I
they
relate,
call
and
it.
I'm right in there. I'm right like a
Mm.
dirty shirt. I'm in there,
And it
right?
makes it easier to write up
And
too.
well, yes, it does, and it brings the authenticity that
Yeah.
people are craving
Absolutely.
because they're not getting authenticity with the characters they
Yeah.
have now, because the
Yeah.
characters are doing things that are way outside of believability.
I don't want to write fake crap.
No, no, no.
Mm. No, not
You
neither of
either
us do. Yeah.
dig in, and do it wholeheartedly,
Hmm.
or why bother?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to learn
You
it,
have to
learn
love.
all of it,
That's
so
right.
that guess what? Even if there's no electricity,
Yeah.
you can still sit down and write your movie.
Yeah.
Power
Yeah.
is not required. A
Yeah.
computer is not required,
Oh, true. Yeah.
right?
Mm.
I mean, that's the way it's been forever.
Mm. Yeah.
Computers, typewriters, these are all very, very recent inventions.
I couldn't live without a computer.
Oh, I
See
could.
how we're different?
I could very easily live
I
without a
know you
computer.
can, but
But
I love that tool of typing.
but I love being able to talk to my friends face to
Yeah.
face,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
even though we're in different countries.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I like the computer for.
yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry, I didn't realize
Yeah.
we were talking about. Yeah, I love it.
But for
Because,
writing, but for writing, nah. Give me a give me a pen and paper. I'm good.
yeah,
Give me an old-fashioned typewriter. I can do that too. I know how to space in. I know how to center.
I like doing my outline by pen and paper. I really do. I can do it on a computer, and
I
I
like
love it.
doing
But
my.
I don't. It doesn't really sink in.
No, it doesn't. No,
That's
because
what.
you're not getting that eye to brain to hand.
That's right.
When you write it down, you remember it
I
way
do.
better.
It helps me think
Everybody
while
does.
I'm doing
It's a
it.
human trait. It's a natural human trait. That's the way we
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
That's the way
yeah.
people are.
That's
You
right.
learn by doing it. If you think it and
Mm.
you write it down, okay,
Hmm.
you've done it twice now.
That's right. Correct. Yeah.
Now, if you go and you take that handwriting and you put it up, and then you start typing onto script, that's already your third copy
Basic.
basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
a lot of those mistakes you might have made in format and stuff like this in the
Mm.
screen in the handwritten one,
Mm.
you probably already went, "Oh, gee, I should do it this way."
That's right. Mm.
You know? And by the time you type it, you're typing it out in proper form, even though
Mm.
you may not write it in proper form.
Yeah.
The thing is, the whole story is rock solid now.
Mm.
And then you just have to tweak little bits here and there when you see what you've
Yeah.
got on the page.
That's how I get my beat sheets. Pen
Yeah.
and paper.
Yeah. Yeah. But it all comes down to these kind of things. Lining
Mm.
up your characters, learning who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I would fill that out and print it
Yeah.
out, or I would print it out and then fill it out. More
Yeah.
likely, in my
Yeah.
case, I would fill it out by hand because then I'll
Mm.
remember. Then it sinks in better,
Mm. Yeah.
right? That's
True.
how you. That's how you build the memories of different characters. And then once you have different characters, you do this with 4, 5, 6 characters. Once you have them interacting on the page,
Mm.
it starts coming really, really automatic and natural
Mm.
how this person reacts to this person reacts to that person to this
Mm.
situation
Mm.
and back and forth and it makes it much much easier and faster to write the script in
Mm.
itself if you know who your characters are,
Yeah.
you know. And even when you're writing the script, um, your characters are going to butt in and say, hey, whoa, wait a minute, I would never say that. They will. It'll
It talks
happen.
to me. Yeah.
Yes, it will happen. You'll just go,
Mm.
nah, they wouldn't say that. You've got to keep your character in character. Like you built the character, use it and use it to its highest potential.
Absolutely.
Yep, yep.
So, shall I get rid of our
Yeah, you could stop sharing now.
sheet? Yeah, what do you
Yep,
reckon?
yep, yep.
Okay.
That's done. So you could put it back to us
Well,
if you want to. And there's no sense bringing up anything else
I was
because
just thinking of that. I forgot the time.
exactly.
Like
But hey, it
it's
doesn't
normal
matter.
for us, and it's very short for us, but for you guys out there. And I
Yeah,
think I
just
lost the sound early on because I, at some stage, I looked at my mic was blinking.
hmm.
And I go, oh
Well, that's okay.
no.
Well,
But it
that's
didn't
okay.
matter because you were
I kept on going.
covering,
Yes.
yeah, which was
Yeah.
great.
I
Otherwise,
knew what I was up to. So we're good.
yeah. But I could hear you and you could hear me.
No, I could not
But
hear you.
I,
I could not hear you. You froze.
but no, before that, long before
Oh,
that.
okay. Before that, yeah.
I know. When we watch this back, it's going to be really, oh,
No, it's okay.
we're
It's okay.
going, we're live and we don't care.
That's right.
I care, I care. But,
That's
yeah,
that's the whole point. We do it on the fly, and what comes out
yeah.
comes out.
It is what it is, mate. That's it.
Like it or not,
It
there you
doesn't
have it.
really matter. But it doesn't matter because what you were saying was what we were going to be talking
Hmm.
about, and
Yep.
so that worked out well. And mine were just minor comments about things. If it comes
Hmm.
out that way, there's nothing really lost. It's just me going, oh
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. So no, no, a little bit more than that. But I think it was.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it happens.
But when I saw it play, I'm going, oh no, my mic went off. But I don't know when that happened because
Well, it only happened for it was only like a minute,
it was more than that. I think, but it
minute and a
doesn't
half,
matter.
maybe.
You know what it was when I at some stage I went to the mic and I fiddled with it. I remember that moment,
Oh.
and I don't know for sure because had I known it, I would have done something about it immediately. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it was
Exactly.
kind of like when we talked about the mic, and my eyes went, oh, it's
Yeah.
off. Well, bugger that. What can I say?
All right. Yeah. Well, hey, that's but we're learning as we go, and it
Ah,
doesn't matter.
it
Glitches are going to
doesn't matter.
happen regardless.
The
You know.
sky's not going to fall. We're going to
Oh
be
heck no.
fine. Um, next week.
We will be
Oh, wait.
continuing. Okay.
Before that, we were going to talk about log lines, or was that for the
Oh, you know what?
future?
We'll leave that for next week.
That's what. Okay, let's make it log lines
Yeah, because you see
run.
what we plan on doing is I shot Kaz a whole list of log lines
Yeah,
and little bits of story
yeah,
here and there,
yeah.
and we've decided we're gonna write one along with you as
Yes,
we
yes.
go.
And I
We're
think
gonna
that'll
pull
take a
together
whole
a
session.
story, and so we'll start. That's how we'll start you guys off next
Hmm.
week, and that'll be on my channel next week, and
Yeah.
we can literally show you how to start breaking into your own story, and
Mm,
for an example of what the story is, we will
yeah.
be there's the whole pile of questions that you
Mm,
need to ask before you can
yeah.
start building your story. There's stuff you got to know,
Yeah.
for all parts of your story. So
Hmm.
that's what we're going to be working on
Mm,
next week, but
mm.
it's not an outline.
No, it won't be an outline.
What
No.
it's going to do is make you think.
Yeah, yeah. Raise some questions and all the rest of it.
Yes.
And on that note, definitely. Oh, that's right. This week it's me. So go to Kaz Drysdale on
Uh,
YouTube.
on YouTube.
And
Yes.
next week it's going to be that. What we're trying to do is put it on both channels, so
Having
whichever
every
one you
episode.
go to, yeah.
Yeah, one.
We're still figuring that part out, yeah, and I think I have
But
now,
we'll get it
hopefully.
done for you guys so that
Yeah,
whichever one you go to, mine or Kaz, you're going to get all
yeah,
the same things in
that's
the
right.
late night right folder.
Yeah,
Yep.
and on that note, if you want, we'd love it if you liked and subscribed because that'll get our numbers up and all things like that,
And definitely
yeah.
share if you find it
Oh,
interesting.
yeah.
You're having fun with this, and hey, you like
Yeah,
what we're doing.
yeah,
Hey,
tell your
share it
friends.
around.
Yep, paste it everywhere.
Yeah, we're good
And,
with that. We're good
oh,
with that.
yeah, all right. And it's goodbye from me.
Yep. Have
And
yourselves
goodbye.
a great weekend, and
Ciao.
we'll see you next
Out.
week.